Hi there, welcome to LSB Feasters radio channel where we keep great radio from the past alive. Today we're going to Miami and a radio legend, the one and only Neil Rogers. Neil Rogers was cantankerous, he was cranky, he complained about everything, and his listeners in Miami loved it. Neil was born in Rochester, New York, and his career began in Western New York, working at stations in Batavia and other markets like Canandaigua around Western New York. But in 1975, he moved to South Florida, taking a job at WJNO, but his career really took off the next year at WKAT in Miami. He became a sensation. In 78, he moved to WNWS Miami, and then eventually WINZ, before moving to WIOD in 1988, and later WQAM. Through the different formats and different stations, Neil Rogers remained popular for decades in South Florida. He retired from radio in 2009 when WQAM decided it wanted to go in a more sports-related direction, and they bought out his contract. And sadly, Neil passed on a year later in 2010. If you have never had a chance to hear the one and only Neil Rogers, this is going to be interesting. Check him out, Neil Rogers, on 610 WIOD, Miami.
Mr. Bennett, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Kane. How are you, sir?
I wanted to express you announcing over the air I had been killed in an auto accident. I have family down there that were deeply upset, and one would think that even a talk show host of your caliber would have more judgment than to do something like that.
Not really, no. I just got some wrong information.
I
was bereaved. I got wrong information, Steve. He
said
said it was
I'm
only...
I'm sure you were bereaved, but I speak to thee in a serious vein. I mean, do you have any idea what it's like?
Oh, don't pull your talk show crap on me, Kane. Knock it off. Knock it off. This is,
Knock what off?
Knock off your talk show crap.
This is not talk show crap.
You go into this
Tell my
talk
daughter
show
it's
ease.
crap.
What
She
do
was
you mean,
hysterical.
Mr. Bennett? I do not approve of this.
Well, I can only tell you that it's kind of a stupid thing to do.
Well, no, it's because of the way you...
It was.
You know what it was, Steve? It was that tasteless way in which you bagged me at the Nutrisystems thing and not even knowing why I was there, you little creep.
To be in the same room? Is that what it was?
What?
I say when you ran out with some phony story that you wouldn't be able to get to
There was
your house
no phony
because
story.
Of the traffic?
No phony story. They were having that mile and a half of horrible art in the Coconut Grove
there were
area.
articles even in the paper up here that nobody could get to their house that day.
Huh? What?
Never mind. Anyway,
Yeah.
Alex,
I'm new in this town, and I don't know the roads well.
Fun, but to do something like that is really...
Well, then don't bag me. Don't bag me
know?
when I'm not there. Don't talk behind my back.
Well,
How about all the people you keep telling in New York that Neil's going to...
Mr. Bennett, you don't need
You're
a
a seedy little person, Kane. Gee.
But, you can say whatever you want to say, and you can talk behind my back.
What
but you
a
should
weasel.
Have more concern for the feelings of people.
No wonder you didn't
knowing I
like
have
him.
family in the area that just say something like that, you dumb jerk. All right?
Gee, I ticked Kane off.
Oh! Did he hang up?
Yeah.
Or is that my imagination? Or did we just get disconnected?
Woo!
Driving home the music, driving home the news, driving home the sports and weather, all the different views. He'll help you through the traffic, share a smile or two. Bob DiCarlo's driving home with you every day. Bob DiCarlo's driving home on someplace special. WIOD.
It's 11 after 1 at Neurotic WIOD. We want to tell you about Nutrisystem. Lose all the weight you can. You don't have to walk around like a big, disgusting fat slob forever. You can get that weight off and do it inexpensively right now. Lose it all for just $89. Whether you have 25, 50, 75, 100 pounds, or even more, all the weight you can lose for just $89 if you get started at Nutrisystem right now. And they have locations everywhere in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. So no doubt there's one close by you, including the brand new one that just opened this week down in South Dade at 20384 Old Cutler Road. And if you'd like to locate the location closest to you, just pick up the phone right now. There's no obligation. Call toll-free 1-800-344-THIN. 1-800-344-THIN. Wayne Arnold has lost 105 pounds. The man was here yesterday. We want to thank him and Bernadette again. And he looks like a completely different person. What did he say? He lost a total of 40 inches or some off the whole body, and I think about 18 or 19 inches off the waist alone. You can do the same thing with Nutrisystem. Be sure and tell them that Neurotic Neil from WIOD told you to call.
The state of Florida is holding a public auction of surplus boats, motors, and vehicles.
For detail.
Okay, 1:14 here at WIOD. Time is just zooming by, as John Bothy would say at the Meadowlands. Let's go to Miramar. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you,
Hey.
Hey, this is your buddy, Adam.
My buddy?
Yeah.
How you been, Adam?
All right. Hey, I missed that call earlier, but I heard it just now, and it was incredible.
Well, don't worry. We're going to play it again 10 or 20 times before between now and 2.
Hey, I took the day off from work today. You know, I went to school for half day, then I went to work, and I took the day off.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Took the day off?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I should have done. I should have taken the day off.
I want to know.
I'm going to start taking a lot of days off, okay?
Why wasn't I invited to
Like
your
Boy Gary.
to your birthday party yesterday, or your anniversary party?
Well, it's just one of those things. There's only so much room in here, Adam.
Yeah, okay. I weigh like 135, Neil. I'm like 5'9".
Well, that's not the point. There's a lot of wonderful-looking people out there in our audience. We just can't invite them all, Adam.
I could have squeezed in between you and Eric.
Sure.
Hey.
Between me and Eric. Eric did not show up. Eric wasn't here.
Well, you and whoever.
Eric shined.
He's pulling up.
As a matter of fact, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I forgot all about that. Eric shined altogether. That's right.
Oh, hey, and
called in on Wednesday, and I'll be there tomorrow for sure. Eric shined us, ladies and gentlemen.
You know
I almost forgot all about that.
You know what I was wondering?
Boy.
Is the guy who comes on with the 45 minutes of crap throwing, all that kind of crap, is that Disney? The same guy who does your promos?
Yeah, Mike Disney.
Oh, he's incredible.
No, it's not Mike Disney.
Well, who is it?
Scott Chapin.
I thought that was Disney.
Disney's the general mangler, sir. He wouldn't know. He couldn't do I don't even want to say it.
Oh,
He wouldn't know a microphone from head cheese.
When's the next remote?
Well, that's an interesting question. I was hoping desperately to do a remote at the Bazaar again, which you were up there waiting real early that time, but boy, Gary is sticking his nose in that, so it's another one of these ongoing. We have to straighten it all out. You know, there's more consternation. There wouldn't be any problem. It's not Denenberg's fault. I take it back, Tom. It's strictly another Boy Gary foul-up, okay? Sticking his nose and creating a problem where there was not one in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, you know,
costing everybody money and just creating a general problem and interfering with this show.
You had an incredible
Just
call.
a pain in the ass, that Boy Gary. He's just a chronic pain in the ass who does not solve problems but creates them.
Yeah, you had an incredible call a few months ago.
Well, that's true. That's the last incredible call we had. It was a few months ago.
It was this English guy. He called with the Cubs.
Yeah.
You didn't have that on tape, do you?
Oh, yeah, but it's like 2 seconds. Listen very carefully.
Is it all you want to discuss is just the Cubs?
Good, I've got my tape running.
Great.
Hey.
You notice how fast that was, Adam?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question now. How would it sound if Gilbert decided to tell people not to suck up to him? How would he say that?
Have a nice day, Adam.
Okay, Neil.
See ya. 117 at WIOD. We have an open line at Broward, 524-9463. 524-WIOD, Margate. Margate? Oh, this line 6 is getting just like 7. I'm telling you, it's getting just like, and it's got that tick, tick, that little scratching sound like there are rats in the phone. You know what I mean, Joey? Joey's, is the good news that Joey is working out on the West Coast with VH1 all during the week, and he only comes in on Saturday to do that insipid 4 hours? He's not around. Oh, boy, is that a good break for us. Plantation.
Neil?
Yes?
Neil, this is David Sugarman's cousin's mother-in-law's
Oy vey.
Neil, I just wanted to wish you a happy anniversary. Anyway, Neil, cut that talk show crap out, will you?
Yeah, and Steve Stone said up yours too, pal.
Okay. Happy anniversary, Neil.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah, don't start with that talk show crap with me, pal. 118 at WIOD. Oh, it's been a pretty interesting Friday, and I will say this. We've had no food in here today. I have lots of energy. I feel no more of that stuff. I heard you, too, one day. You were eating, and you said you felt like you wanted to go to sleep. That's how I am. I eat a big meal, and all of a sudden you feel lethargic and logy, and you want to take a nap. You don't want to go on the air and be dynamic and forceful and exciting and a big pain in the ass. Let's go to, I was talking to Alex, by the way, who's in the other room, so if you want to rip him, do it right to his face. Don't be chicken mungs, will you? Call and rip him right to his face. But anyway, he's got a big smile on his face. What's in the box? Oh, I know what it is. It's from Dirk Pearson and Sandy Shaw, right? It's more of that hocus-pocus crap. Boy, I'm telling you, do not miss the Alex Bennett Show today. If you ever missed it before, don't miss it today, because these two Amazons, honest to God, if you could take all the dreck that they peddle and shove that down your throat and wind up looking like them, you would, I'm telling you, you'd blow your brains out. You'd blow your brains out. They are the most, I'm sure everybody has seen them somewhere, haven't they? We're on Merv all the time and all those other pseudo TV shows and with Regis, and they look like death. They look like Death on Wheels, I think, is the most,
you took
the best way I can put
Thermogen
it.
tea home with you, didn't you?
I haven't opened it yet.
You haven't
though.
opened it yet.
Why, does it really work?
I don't know.
How
that's
can
a
you
new
get
product.
sucked in by
I know.
all
You
these,
know what I used to use when I was doing a morning show? I used to use their Blast, which has like phenylalanine and caffeine in it, and it's
Blast?
It makes you feel. It kind of produces a kind of sound like you've never had before. There we go.
Yeah, Blast.
Yes.
There's something. Now, are they going to come in here in their Amazon outfits?
I don't. Usually they're tastefully dressed
in leotards
and leather
and leopard
loincloth.
skin, yeah. Oh, they are
You know what they
something.
did, though? You remember the last
And the
clip?
greatest part of it, he's 28 and she's 20.
Remember
and
the-
they look like about 70.
Oh, no, they were. I think they're not.
I know, but they look at least. I want to tell you, there's a guy there's a place in Hollywood. I think they got run out, called the Life Extension something, which is their thing.
They were life extensionists.
They were involved with them,
Yeah.
okay? And this guy came on my show one time. He had less hair than you do. He had like raccoon rings around his eyes. And I swear to you, he could have passed for 60 easy. And he's going on about all this stuff that they do in the nutrition and this and that. And I said to him, well, geez, how old are you? And he said 40. And if he didn't look a day under 60,
You
I
ever
mean...
seen a vegetarian that looks healthy?
No.
Never.
And I believe in all that nutrition. I used to have a health food store here for a year, many moons ago. I'm very big into that. Not that I practice it, but the problem is you get these extremists, who want you to eat seaweed and algae and all this other mung, and it's not where it's happening.
But they have the product Blast. So I used to use it. It was
fine for what?
In the morning, it got me going.
I'll bet.
Yeah, really.
Well, listen, I could tell them this is the right place for it. Tell them to head over to South Beach. Big seller in this market.
Trivia for you about them, though. Remember the movie The Deadpool, the last Clint Eastwood, Harry Bomb? They wrote it.
Oh. Well, that says everything you'll need to know about them, okay? Okay, they'll be on this afternoon dressed in an amazing getup. It looks like they just came from sitting shivvy for 5 weeks. 21 after 1 at WIOD. We'll do a little tiny break here, and we'll be right back.
Alex Bennett here, reminding you that on our next show, Peter Young and Scott Hardy, the comic strip, are going to be with us. Then from the University of Miami, the Sensation Dancers, Julia, Jane, and Christine, who hopefully will shake their booties for us. Rock band The Mavericks will join us, and then life extensionists Dirk Pearson and Sandy Shaw will tell you how you can lie around naked all day and lose weight. Right here on 610 WIOD from 2 to 6. See you then.
The best time to buy is during a